Hello, 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 everybody. This is Check with Back. I am getting on here. I am going to show you how to do a listing on eBay. So let's say you put in the search bar eBay. So you come to eBay. Make sure you sign in. I'm already signed in, as you can see right here. So you will go to your My eBay, which is right here. These are things that I have looked at in the past that come up. Go to your all selling. All selling, you will come up to this page. At the very top, it tells you how many listings that you currently have, how many you have sold, how many you have unsold. Now, these 19 that are in there that are unsold, I am actually pulling books off that have not sold. So I've had books on there since in August and they have not sold. They have no watchers either. So I am pulling them off and replacing them with, currently right now, clothing and shoes. Right here, this is going to tell you a price. So in the last 2 months, I've made $516 off of this platform. So you press to list an item. It will take you to, now this is the last two. I had a bunch more yesterday, and I have actually listed them on my site. So here is a poncho. It says to complete, or shoes. So I'm going to show you a pair of shoes. So it's loading up the draft. All I did to see, I took my pictures and I just quickly put them up there, saved them in the draft so I could go back later to edit my listing. So as you see, I just have shoes. Now, the name of these shoes is John Fashion. So you want to make sure that you put the name down because people will search by, the brand name of whatever the product is. Now, I'm not just going to John Fashion shoes. No, okay, here is, see, these are the exact shoes that's in the picture. So I will just put down John Fashion. Let me see, what can we put? Sexy. Sexy is going to be one of the keywords. So people, when they go to a search, they put sexy, they'll put sexy shoes, sexy high heel shoes, exotic shoes, words like those are keywords. So if you have those keywords in your title listing, you're sure to get people looking at your stuff. So I'll have John Fashion Sexy. Which ones are these? The silver. Make sure you get the right color because I have a pair of silver ones and then I have a pair of gold ones where it's gold. And I listed the gold ones and described it as this shoe. That was funny. So I'll have John Fashion Sexy. Oops. Let me capitalize that. Silver and checking my phone right now. Something just came through. So check it out. So, okay. So I would put John Fashion. I am going to put, you could put like embellished shoes. I'm going to put rhinestones on it. So, okay. So I'm going to put the rhinestones. See, I'm actually checking. Now I'm checking on here. I have another app, so I'm checking on keywords. So I'm putting rhinestones on there. Oh, what is going on? No. It's right. Okay, eBay. It is right. Oh, it is now 9 o'clock. My clock tells me so. In my office, I have to have this clock because the time will fly while I'm in here, literally. Okay, so I have John Fashion, silver, sexy, silver. Okay, the sexy, I will probably, because on the title, you can't advance your title to put anything on there unless it says underneath here, stand out in bold, tie, you want to pay extra. So I'm going to just capitalize the word sexy. So John Fashion, sexy silver rhinestone shoes. I'll come down to the category. You have to watch this. eBay doesn't always put your item in the correct category, because sometimes if you do not actually put in your title what it is, eBay doesn't know what it is, and it could end up who knows where, and you'll list it and you think it's in the right category. People are going to look at it. You're not getting any views because you can check you're not getting any views. Nobody's watching. Nobody's got it saved in a cart for sale or anything like that. That's because it's in the wrong category. So you do need to pay to your category. You do have an option here, see, where you can change. Okay, I don't have sandals. Not really heels, or like wedges. Okay. So you touch a computer. So it says you can have a second category if you would like. You can add fees if you know the UPC. Now this is where this comes in handy, because since I kept the box. These are shoes that I had bought. I've only worn them a couple times, so I'm not going to list them as a pair of brand new shoes. My other ones that I have are a pair of brand new shoes that I haven't worn those. The silver ones I have worn better. Worn more. So I will enter in here the UPC that is exactly on the box. Okay. New with box. No, it's not new with box. See, okay, it's updating my, okay, it says it's invalid. So what I will do now is I just put do not apply, because I'm going to come back and have to redo all this. So I have the box. They are not brand new because I have used them before. So I'll put pre-owned here in my, now see, this is condition description. And I will just put worn a few times, worn a few times. And then I'll come on down there. These are the pictures that I took earlier. That's my front view. I took a top view. which I didn't notice that I had my clipboard with notes that I'll write down as I'm doing my pictures in the way, so I'm going to have to retake this view again. This is a view from the side, a view from the back, the box itself that shows the, as you see here, it shows, you know, that they're in the box. I still have my packaging for the pair of shoes. And the last one shows the price that I paid for it, which was $39.99. That's not the price I'm going to ask. Also, in these pictures, I do not see a normal picture that I do, like this one that I showed you. I would have this. I would probably have one down instead of one, you know, one up. I'll have one down and one up that will show the bottom of the shoe, because it'll show how worn it is, if it was worn a lot, if you do try to list it as new in the box, but the bottom of your shoe doesn't show that. What are we doing? We are not being very honest, put it that way. So you'll come on down here to the next section. To the next section, brand. Well, you write the name of your product again, which he is in here. Style, here's where you get to put the style of what kind of shoes you want. I'll put pumps and classics. Okay, model. Let me see if this one could be it. Okay, it's none of that. Color. Make sure, okay, these are the silver. Make sure I get it right. Okay, the silver. Then here, the width. If you know the width, great. I always get medium. So usually the box, okay, like right here on mine, it says 7 medium. So I make sure I put the width here. Heel type. Of your shoe, I'll put in wedge. Material, you can put your material here. You can also, you have an option to add your material. These shoes are covered in they're covered in rhinestones. So occasion, they're going to be more of an evening party, you know. And then is it a modified item? No. You can put in an European shoe size. I do not ship to overseas or sell overseas, so I do not put European shoe size because I'm not sending anything to them. Over here on this side, the US woman size. Well, I will put 7 in there. Then the UK shoe size, I don't fill that out because again, I don't ship over there. They are slip-ons. Then you have the choice of the pattern that you can fill out. I don't see that here. What I will do is I get the tape measure out and I will measure from here to, was it like to here? That's, you know, the actual height of your shoe. I will measure that. I will put that there. The theme. This is if it has any kind of, you know, themes, party, snake. I'll put diamond. Exact heel height. Toe style, they are peep toes because they're not closed. Features, rhinestones. If it's not in this description, you have a choice to add it. If you know where your shoe is made from, you can put it there. This one, I do not mess with it. I guess it's for the state of California only. I guess they got their own rules. I don't know. Here is a pretty, I like this area the most because this is the part that when people go onto eBay and they are looking at a product and they're in the lineup list of everybody else, when they do their general search and the lineup list comes up, well, the description is always what I go to as when I'm shopping on eBay. I go to this description. Not only do I just read what they have on there, but because I myself do online marketing, it's almost like being a teacher grading a student's paper. I will go to see how well they put it together. It'll tell me if they took time or not, or if they were just lazy and they threw up 1 to 3 lines, which we do see a lot of that. But how well that you tell your marketing pitch is going to be right here. With me, when I do mine a lot, you know, some of them, it's like telling a story. When I seem to do my technique of telling a story, when I am doing my pitch of the item, like if it's an item I've had that's been pre-owned, I would tell the story about, you know, if I've used it, what I've used it for, or, you know, something that is regarded to that, because you're pulling your customer in. And I'm able to do that in this little area. Now, when I first started my eBay, where it says like the 60 days, so that was 2 months, it was really slow. I was writing everything on here. Then I just happened to play around, not going to YouTube or Googling anything. I would just dig into my own dig into the platform. Let me see what this is. Let me see what that is. That was the way, that's how I learned, instead of just, you know, watching a video, because then it's like, it seems to take me a long time if I'm watching a video and then you stop the video and you go pause. That to me doesn't seem like it's really teaching me anything. I'm copying it from somebody else. Instead of if I take the time to do it on my own, and you click here and you click there, it like sticks better than having to watch a video 3, 4, 5 times. So I go to right here, the advanced one. I can choose my font styles. Usually I do my description. If I'm talking about the John Fashion shoes, I go to red. Red is one of the selling colors. You have red, black, and white. Well, we have white background, black lettering, and so I use the red for anything that I'm doing bold. So if I have, since I'm going to put, if I use the word John Fashion, I will do his in red with parentheses, bold, and underlined. That's going to catch my reader, or my buyer. It's going to catch my reader. And when I go to talking about the color of the shoe, where it says silver rhinestones, that will be in red. So anything that's in my description that is a keyword, I will put it in red, because that is going to catch their attention. The size of the shoe, because everything that I just had done at the top, I will also write it underneath. And it has been a proven fact that when I do it this way, you actually are talking like you know what you're talking about, what you are selling, the product that you have, that you just didn't go out, and get the product for, buy the product from somewhere. You got the product and you're in such a hurry to sell it that you just throw it up there and you don't have a description. Because I mean, a lot of people want to know things about the item, and the more that you put in your description, the less time you're going to cut off of them inboxing you, messaging you through eBay about it, if you put everything that you can right there to answer their question. Because with me, since I do things online, not only with eBay, I have multiple businesses that I'm in with streams of income, I really cut down as much time as I can on sitting on my phone all day, emailing people back and messaging people back when I have work to do. So remember, put your full description right there. It'll takes care of it. Right here, you have auction style 7 days. If you do not pay attention to this, this will happen. Also, if you go to list on your phone, this is what happened to me at the very beginning of starting this eBay business. I would take pictures. I thought I was doing it the shortcut way. You take pictures and everything. You have your eBay app. You try to list it that way. It goes to, it runs until it is either canceled or sold. So that means after the holidays, I think you can only put 50 on there at a time. If you do not have an ending date, eBay will automatically relist your item, but they will charge you a fee to relist that item. Now their fee currently is like 35 cents, but if you think about it, you see, and I have like 48 in there, take 48 times 35. That's a lot of money if it's just ongoing. At the very beginning, I always kept 50 in there. And so 50 times 35 is quite a bit. And my 30 days would run up. Whatever didn't sell in that 30 days, eBay automatically relisted it. It cost them 50 cents. So now I make sure that I take my pictures, I upload them from my phone into the eBay draft account. So that means it's not listed, it's held in a draft account. I come online, I go to fixed price. When you press fixed price, it will go for automatically 30 days. When 30 days is up, it's taken off the list and it's put in your, not sold area, and you can have the choice of to relist it or not. You also have a choice of, like if I do this draft right here, I can set a scheduled time for it to start. Like if I don't want to start it right now, I want to start it 2 days from now, I can schedule it to start there, which is good because if you have auctions, you want to make sure that you want to try to list your 7-day auction to where it ends on a Monday, and try to do it around the 1st to 15th of the week, because a lot of people, that's when they get paid. So I'm kind of learning as I'm going along here with this stuff. I will put my buy it now price. Since this is, it says I paid $39.99, I will not ask half, I will ask a third of that price. Then I will have set for let buyers where that you are able to make an offer, but I will put an offer here that says if somebody tries to make an offer and it is less than X and X and X amount of dollars, you're not going to get anything. So eBay will say, try again, you didn't meet it. If I was, a business, and let's say I had 10 pairs of these shoes, I could put 10 there. I don't, I have one. I'm not a shoe store. Well, I don't know, you talk to my husband, it'd be different. I got like, I don't know, almost 100 pairs of shoes everywhere in boxes because I keep them nice and neat. Here you put your payment options. I have, of course, mine is with PayPal, so I could get my money there. Sales tax, any return options. I don't take returns, either domestic or international. Down here, this is where you get to put in for your shipping price. You can do by location. Now, location mostly would be used for, let's say, if you are doing your international selling and they are overseas, eBay, you put the calculator, but eBay will calculate it for you. If somebody was to buy it overseas and you're here in the US, they will calculate the shipping for an item, for them to get an item. But I'm not sending anything over there. I haven't ventured into selling worldwide yet. So I pretty much stick with the flat same cost to all buyers. But you are able to make your costs, which this is a part you got to pay attention to, whatever your product is. And then I have a scale that I will pre-weigh my product on the scale. And then I go to my USPS site. I put in the ounces of how much it weighs, and the USPS site will automatically calculate it for me to let me know exactly how many pounds that product is going to be to ship. And they also give me a cost of how much my postage stampage will be, and that will be the price that I will put in there. Sometimes, you know, if I don't, like at the beginning, I don't, that's where I was losing money. I was actually taking money out of what the product that I was selling or my pocket to ship an item, because for one, I didn't know anything about how eBay worked, and I would put the item up there for too less of a price, and so the shipping would, eBay would take the shipping cost, because once you do it, you have to pay them. It comes out of that money that when the person bought it, would take the money that, let's say if I had it up there for $5.99 and these shoes cost $8.41 to ship, they will take they'll take that $5.99 that was already here for the shipping, and then the extra money out of that 1/3 price that I would be asking for these shoes. So then that other money that would be left would be my profit. Because at that time, because then once it goes to PayPal, because when eBay sends this money to PayPal, then PayPal charges you, it's $1.35 for your transaction. So then they charge you money. So it's, you've got to pay attention to how you do your money. Even if you, on here, if you think you're making money, you do have to pay fees to eBay, and you do have to pay your fees to PayPal. Now with eBay, it's the listing fees. If you use the USP, you know, the USPS, then you have the shipping fees, and then there's another fee for, you know, transaction fee for that, then the PayPal fee. So I have learned in my 60 days of this, so far they've taken 150 out of that 500. So no, I don't really have that 500 in there. 150 of that was fees, but I don't complain about that because, you know, I've made more than 150. I have profited my money back now that I know how to watch it. If I didn't, I would be owing money out of my regular bank account. You hear that? Let me see. What did I get paid for? I got a sale. That's okay. Now let's go one over here. I got $15. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. I sold my Ivanka Trump dress for $15.90. I sold it, and I just listed that dress last night. So actually I'm here on Discord, so I can't get to my page to show you this. Actually, I'm at the end of it. So make sure when you go down to, okay, I have the flat rate to all buyers, so you can fill out what your flat rate is, or if you want to, the free shipping does work. But what I do here is if you do click free shipping, make sure when you list your buy it now price, add your shipping to it. Because if not, and you have a low buy it now price and you offer your free shipping, again, you're losing, you know, you're taking money from you. It's coming out of your pocket. You got to make sure that you adjust it to where you are going to profit and not lose. So you have to pay attention to the free shopping. I know eBay, they will come up and say, they give you little hints. Offer free shopping to attract more buyers. Okay, so I tried that. Then after a while, I was like, wait a minute. No, I'm making like, you know, $5, you know, not even $10, because I had to owe fees for that listing that I had. But, you know, eBay's not going to go, you know, they're not going to come up there and they're going to go, hey, excuse me, you got to make sure you do this and this and this if you want to have an ROI. But, you know, as long as we get our money, we don't care what you get. I mean, they're not going to say that. You're going to have to figure, you know, you're going to have to do your own digging and figure this out. Really, it was a learn by trial error. Hopefully, with this video, you will not have to do that. I also, all of this stuff here, I don't mess with that because this is all, when I do all of this, I do all of that in my USPS part because you're gonna have to be required to know right here, it says your dimensions, your height, weight, and length, anyway, to ship out the label. So I don't even bother with this because they have the USPS is automatically with you eBay. It's connected, so when you sell an item like I just did and I go to package it, it's going to ask me to you know, how long the package is, you know, how tall, how wide, along with the ounces of the package. So I have to do it. Then I'll come down here, make sure that the right address is in here, which it is. Then fees, currently right now there are no fees. And then the last option, list item, preview, save as draft. I'm gonna put save as draft so I can come back later. So I'm actually, I'm wanting to go back up here. Okay, so I went back to my overview, right? The selling. And this is while I was doing the video. This is, I just posted this dress last night, the Ivanka Trump dress. So it tells me that it's paid, and then this little one will go green when I have put, you know, shipped it, which is with the USPS number. I do it right from home, my shipping tracking number, and it'll go right to the person, and then it will also let me know when it's delivered. So as you see right here, the dress I had for $9.99. Then I put in the buyer pays $5.91 for the dress. Now to tell you the truth with this dress, you gotta make sure with these numbers you have to pay attention. Now this is for the shipping, and you know, I have this for the dress, but you want to make a profit off of it, which I have, because this dress I had bought on Black Friday. So it was already on a clearance, and I got a clearance on top of a clearance. So I got this at a very, very, very great deal. And so, yes, I've made my money back right there. So that is how to do your listing. And then underneath, this says send offers to buyers. So right now I have it listed as 18, buyer pays $4.99. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna send an offer, which this is, I think eBay has just started this week because I didn't have this page on here, or maybe you have to get to a certain level of selling to be able to do this. Like right now I am a seller, I'm above average. I'm not a pro seller. I'm in between a pro and the next level. So I have one viewer. So right now I have 18. The price will stay as 18, but in the message, he will get a private message through eBay that will give him an offer. Okay, so I'm going to offer, I'm taking $8 off. And I'm just gonna put, I'm gonna put happy holidays on there, and I'm gonna send my offer. And it's gonna, gonna go him, you can't send an offer to buyers. Oh, so that, okay, I know who this person is. This person was a person that I had to refund a $25 fee for, that after they bought the product, then they wanted me to do some extra stuff for free. And I refunded their money back to them. I said no. So that is it for today. This is Check with Beck. Please go to my eBay site. Check it out. I will have more videos up. I hope this helps you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.